National Weather Service forecasts extreme rainfall that can cause flooding and landslides. Conservative voices argue California's Democratic leadership fails in basic disaster management, putting communities at risk again. Homeowners, already suffering from past wildfires, face compounded dangers from this storm, as liberal policies neglect adequate infrastructure and safety precautions. Beach closures due to toxic runoff show the state's inability to manage seasonal storms effectively. Californians need strong leadership that prioritizes preparedness and safety over political grandstanding. President Trump champions freedom by downsizing the bloated education department, shedding excessive staff and giving states the power to tailor education. Over 1,300 unnecessary bureaucrats were let go, and more layoffs are coming as Trump dismantles wasteful federal oversight. Critics worry, but real Americans know local control beats Washington micromanagement. Schools will finally prioritize students over red tape, with states leading the charge to improve education. This move symbolizes Trump's commitment to a lean, efficient government focused on local solutions, not federal overreach. The courageous effort ensures a better future for our children, unhindered by bloated bureaucracy. House Speaker Mike Johnson achieved victory by uniting the GOP to keep the government running efficiently, pleasing conservatives and defying the Democrats. Trump's decisive action, with support from Elon Musk, cuts government waste and saves taxpayer money. The new bill enhances Trump's successful tax cuts, boosting the economy and securing the border. Democrats' fear-mongering about shutdowns shows their inability to govern. The GOP's fiscal responsibility contrasts sharply with the left's reckless spending, driving up debt and risking our economic stability. The Republican strategy proves effective, making America stronger and thwarting chaos from the left. Intel stock skyrockets as Lip-Bu Tan takes charge, signaling hope and leadership conservatives can appreciate. As Intel battles to regain tech supremacy, its clear government interference stifles innovation. TSMC pursues partnerships with NVIDIA and AMD potentially collaborating, reflecting healthy capitalistic rivalry. Trump's administration pushes for U.S. chip dominance, counteracting previous neglect. Intel restructuring sheds bureaucratic inefficiencies, with AI-driven growth igniting optimism. Revenue promises bright future, aided by market-friendly policies. Remember, economic freedom drives progress. Those opposing job-creating investments prioritize red tape. Celebrating true leadership, we witness resurgence. Let's demand reduced regulations and celebrate American innovation. House Republicans heroically passed a bill to prevent a partial government shutdown, despite Democrats' efforts to halt progress. Patriots like Speaker Mike Johnson and President Trump ensured the measure moved forward with strong GOP support, highlighting their commitment to national defense and fiscal responsibility. Senator Susan Collins, Senator Angus King, and Reverend Jared Golden from Maine now play pivotal roles as the Senate Democrats must decide whether to support responsible governance or push the nation towards a shutdown with their obstructionist tactics. America deserves stability, not the reckless spending cuts proposed by Democrats. President Trump boldly defends America by raising tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to 25%, reclaiming wealth from global freeloaders. Europe's and Canada's retaliation with tariffs on American products exposes their desperation. Tariffs hit left-leaning states, hurting liberal industries like agriculture in Illinois and bourbon in Kentucky. Trump fights for hardworking Americans, even as European bureaucrats cry about their cozy consumerism being disrupted. Senator Rand Paul criticizes, but tariffs level the playing field and protect American jobs. While leftists panic, true patriots see a leader standing tough against economic aggression. Federal agents detain Mahmoud Khalil, Colombia agitator and Hamas sympathizer, sparking liberal outrage. ICE revokes his green card and visa, invoking America's right to secure borders. Leftists cry free speech, ignoring Khalil's pro-terrorism activities. New York Assemblymember Zohran Mamdani embarrassingly confronts border czar Tom Homan, defending this dangerous individual. Sanctuary cities' policies face rightful scrutiny, as Homan pledges more ICE agents in New York City. Even celebs like Susan Sarandon misguidedly support Khalil. Real Americans know, protecting our nation trumps pandering to radicals. Reject the left's chaos. Stand with those defending our laws and safety. A radical leftist judge strikes again. Blocking President Trump's justified executive order against the corrupt Democrat backers at Perkins Coie, Judge Beryl Howell claims the firm's rights were violated. Ignoring the firm's dirty tactics in the 2016 election, this judge protects the corrupt, halting the suspension of their security clearances and banning their entry into federal buildings. Perkins Coie, responsible for the debunked Steele dossier, is let off the hook once more. All patriots should be outraged by this blatant favoritism that undermines justice and supports lawbreakers over law-abiding citizens. The search intensifies for missing University of Pittsburgh student Sudiksha Kananki in the Dominican Republic. Authorities have identified Joshua Ribe as a person of interest, seen with her before she vanished. Kananki disappeared in the early hours during a beach outing. Despite extensive searches, she remains missing. This ongoing investigation highlights the need for safer policies in international travel. While left-leaning media downplay personal responsibility, this case underscores the importance of vigilance and sensible decisions. Kananki's family urges more comprehensive search efforts, aligning with concerns about safety standards abroad. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin has finally put an end to Biden-era $20 billion climate grants, exposing what they truly were: a corrupt gold bar scheme, riddled with conflicts of interest and fraud. These grants funneled taxpayer money to unqualified, politically connected nonprofits. Sensible America finally sees some accountability, as Zeldin rightly slashes wasteful spending, aligning with true conservative values. This move protects hardworking Americans' money from being squandered by left-wing agendas, ensuring proper oversight and lawful governance. Finally, common sense prevails. The tough leader Duterte arrives in The Hague to face charges from the politicized ICC over his decisive drug war. His efforts, while harsh, were aimed at cleaning up the streets from drug dealers, saving countless future victims from ruin. Under his leadership, the Philippines saw real action against crime, a stance the left-leaning critics can't comprehend. En route, he received medical attention in Dubai, showing even staunch leaders have human needs. President Marcos, showing both respect for international obligations and political shrewdness, oversaw Duterte's transfer. The political feud with the Marcos family adds an intriguing twist. British police have arrested the Russian captain of the Solong, a cargo ship that collided with a U.S. tanker carrying jet fuel for the military. The accident in the North Sea, off the coast of England, led to huge fires, and one crew member missing. The captain faces suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter. The Solong had previously failed several safety inspections, raising questions about LAC's maritime oversight.